Guys, it actually fucking happened. Let's go. So, I was able to beat floor 65 finally. I was having a tough time for two main reasons. Number one, my Zonji was not duped. That is one of the biggest components that allowed people to quickly clear 65, is having your Zonji at least dupe one. And I was like, okay, this is not going to work. Let me try a couple different teams. I saw some different team builds. Now, most of the team builds did not have Yellow Mechamaru. However, I'm like, okay, if Zonji works, Yellow Mechamaru should work. And we decided to put Yellow Mechamaru in there. And the other problem with Shoko being dupe 0 really hurts because she's like pretty weak without a dupe. Like with a dupe, she'd be almost at like 35,000 HP, which is definitely where she needs to be. So we're going to go over this full run. And let's just say it was very difficult. It took a lot of RNG. I think I spent over like 4 or 5 hours on this stage in total over the past like week or two. It's been rough, but we found the strat. All I needed to do, because before I was running a healing rec bit on Mechamaru, now we're running the yellow damage increase rec bit that also gives break damage increase. Now the break damage increase, why that's good, is for the simple fact that we want Mechamaru to be the one to break on his attack. So I think Tinjo should be doing a bit extra damage on his when they're in break. So no audio. We just basically, we need to use the taunt, right? Mechamaru got buffed on JP, and essentially that buff makes his skill to a counter taunt. So he taunts and counters, which means he basically negates any melee attacks, which you're going to see right here. That's just a negate. He doesn't take any damage from it, and it's very good. Now, Shoko, we already know she heals and buffs, so we want to keep Shoko high enough so that she's not too low and dies before she heals. So we want to just keep on healing, and we'll still be fine because she only needs 60 cursed energy between 3 turns. Very good, but then unfortunately we did get hit there. Now with that, we do want to make sure we counter, and I think I have the counter buff up still. I'm not too sure. Now Yellow Mechamaru cannot be healed because yeah, you just can't. Pretty sure, what is it, because he's a puppet, right? So he can't be healed by Shoko because of the reverse curse technique, so it is unfortunate. Now we're in a pretty good spot, I'm pretty sure, to wreck bit here. Yeah, I use Shoko wreck bit, and I think I just No, I can't. Yeah, I just use the skill 1 because there's nothing for me to do, unfortunately. And we use the skill 2 on the guy because when he's at 3 alt gauge, he does a physical attack, which this is something I've been able to learn after being abused by it for like an hour and a half, which is definitely unfortunate. But hey, there you go. He does it, and then he does his AoE, and then he does his attack again on Mechamaru, because why not? So you need to get your ult for Degumi on turn 5 to make sure you damage lower. We go for the heal, we go for the skill 1, and then we try, we actually go for the skill 1 again. That's good. And we're in range. If we were able to get the attack immunity 1 turn earlier, we would have cleared a lot easier, but we lose a stack here. We're only able to get 2 buff stacks, which is fine, but that would have been almost enough to kill Mechamaru, which is insane considering how much HP Mechamaru has. Now keep in mind, Mechamaru is actually like max dupes. He's fully maxed, SP maxed, right? Level max, he's 150. He has a stamp in him, and he has max grade and like max level skills besides the skill 3 and 1. So it was like, you do need a very high investment Mechamaru, but listen, he's a standard unit. He's been in the game for a while, so you know it's actually pretty nice that we were able to beat it with yellow mecha for sure. I'm very happy with that, and it does show that the dual DPS strats have been pretty good. So now we just kind of full target the guy on the left. I don't know what I do here with Mechamaru. Yeah, okay, that's fair actually. There is a chance when you're in after the guy ults, there is a chance you actually can get that. So yeah, and also another thing, you don't really want to stun on the first time with Degumi. The main reason you don't want to stun is because if you do stun, it stalls his ult, and the ult has damage reduction for 2 turns, which then overlaps the damage reduction, and it stays while Tinjo and Mechamaru ult. And you can see now the damage reduction is gone because we didn't stun with Degumi, and then we double ult. And the damage overall, I think it's like 15 mil, which is really good. It's really good damage. Like he himself, it's hard to say how much, like maybe 3.5 mil. I'm not too sure. But then afterwards, Tinjo is going fucking crazy here. So that's very good. Like, look at that damage, bro. There's fucking 51 million HP on that boy. 51 million HP. Now, the main reason, I forgot to say, but the main reason it's hard is because debuff values are lowered by 65%. So Degumi's 100% is now like 35, right? That's the thing. The debuffs get lowered so much. You're probably going to see it here. I think I check it out. I don't know if I do. But yeah, we have to skill 2 just to make sure, because I always get fucked over by that guy. It's really annoying, but it's always the guy on the right that fucks me over the most. So that's going to give us extra ult gauge to let us get our ults quicker. And the damage buff is very strong now that Degumi's debuffs aren't there. Because we have no damage increases really besides on the Tinjo, which is pretty good. Very nice counter damage overall. Like 500k is pretty decent. And now we're just trying to do extra chip damage. I think because we have the counter. We still have the counter active and he's taunted. So he's going to still, like, we're fine. We're safe. We don't need to taunt again. So we're kind of in the clear and we're doing good chip damage. So we do counter 950, which is pretty high. And we go for the heal. Thank God, that was actually really good timing. And we're trying to keep Shoko up, which is definitely what you need. And I mean, yeah, we just kind of go along. Think I go for the... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then we get attack immunity. Perfect. We're only a third of the way through, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, these matches are very long. If that was on Mecha, that would have been the end of the game. It would have just been the end. Very lucky. I don't know how I survived with Mechamaru, if I'm completely honest, but I am so grateful we did, because we literally needed to survive this turn, and then we were like kind of in the clear to win, right? Look at how close we were. That's only because we were max level, max everything. If I did not max everything out, we would have been fucked, right? So then we ult, right? We go for the heal, and this does heal Mechamaru. Thank the lords. And we go for the skill 1, and then we go for Jogo Pride stack. So here we go. Now this, I think, does stun, which was a very huge stun if we're being completely real with each other. This was a stun that I was very happy to get. Very huge. Very huge. Like, I think it also made us maybe win, because now we can't get his ult by the time we nuke, which is huge, right? Absolutely huge. I really do think the yellow damage increase rec bit with Hybera, I think that's the name, on Mechamaru was needed, especially for the break damage. You're going to see it comes in clutch here. For sure. I would definitely agree that I would say it does. Now you can see there the debuff values are lowered by 65%, which is why this floor is so hard. And you only have 30 turns to clear. If this was 40 turns, yeah, I would probably be able to clear even with Tinjo. But 30 turns is definitely making it much harder. And once again, we're on the cusp of dying. Thank God for his counters. If I did not break here, we would have lost. Because we need Mechamaru, and yeah, that's why having the break damage when his ult gauge is full is very, very important. That extra amount, look at the break damage, right? Like, it's insane how much this guy's breaking, and yeah, that's huge. And then Tinjo's also able to do good damage, so we're doing pretty good right now. Like, we are doing very, very good. Like, look at that damage, bro. That's on 51 mil, right? Like, these boys are doing insane levels of damage. So... what, 18 mil? I couldn't tell the exact amount, if I'm being honest. Then another million counter. Like, that counter actually high-key saved us. I'm not going to lie. Especially later on, we needed that extra chip damage from Mechamaru. So that's huge. And then I just go full, like, RNG mode. I'm like, okay, boy on the right might hit me, might hit Mechamaru, but we're still going through with it, right? We just want to do as much damage. Like, that extra mil is necessary. You know, that's another 1.5 million. Thank God it was on Shoko, and we could heal again. Huge. Huge. And here I had to basically go full RNG, right? I just had to. So, you know, I think Mechamaru does die here, unfortunately. Still 500k on that skill 1 is crazy, right? But he does die. Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't? Really? I thought, oh, he dies here. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. I should have probably just skill 3'd on the guy on the right. But I don't think I do that. Yeah, I tried going for the counter, which is very silly. Because there's no point in doing that, but whatever. And here, the good thing is, Gojo now is going to get 4 stacks. Because the attack immunity was way before. So we're in the clear to be able to get 4 stacks with Tinjo. And we have yellow Inumaki come in. Very good to do extra, first of all, chip damage. And 2, be able to res and also heal himself. So it's good. And he has a debuff increasing our damage. So pretty decent. I think, yeah, we go for the skill 1. We go for the AoE heal. And I think I just go for the skill 1. Yeah, and now we have the ability to get, well, 3 stacks of the buff with Tinjo, which is huge. There we go. This was very hard, guys. This was very hard. And then we win. We just win. This was nice. This was a moment of just absolute joy. I was so happy. You don't understand. I was genuinely so happy. Yup. Yup. There we go. Yup. Yup. There we go. Okay. Bop. Bop. Perfect. Bam. And then we're just kind of waiting now, essentially. That's kind of it. Like, we have another, I think, 9 turns until we win. But at this point, we're just wrapping it up. We get our ults, and we're kind of chilling, right? Inumaki's doing some decent damage. I think I used the wreck bit. I hope I do. Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. Honestly, perfect timing with everything. We got very lucky on this run, and then we go for the skill 2, and then next turn we ult. But 2 of our boys still have attack. Oh no, wait. I think T-Joe has attack immunity still, and so we're kind of chilling, right? Especially with damage lower. Yup, look at that. Huge. If that was on Shoko, it could have been bad, but good thing she's able to get the heal. And now, yup, we go for the skill 3. Then we ult, so we could combo ult with Tinjo to get the extra 10% damage or something. I think it's 10%. And we're able to kill the guy on the left. Guy on the left has 50 mil. The one on the right, I don't know how much he has. We'll see soon. So a good 1.8, but that's going to be also added extra when we count the combo damage. So we'll see how much we do extra due to Inumaki. And yeah, he's dead. Not dead yet, but with the combo, he's dead. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Bam. So now, yeah, thank God that was on Tinjo. How much are we gonna check his HP? Come on. I think now I'm just trying to do as much damage as I can. Because like I have to clear. If at turn 30 they get a 3,000% stat increase. 3,000, yeah. I literally after this I get hit for like 600,000. It's insane. But thank God we have attack immunity on our team, right? So that's the big thing. I think I check it here or the next turn. Do I use the heal? No, I use the other one. Yeah. So we still go for some buffs. We're trying to do chip damage. That's the main thing we need, right? But once we get Degumi and DE Gojo ult, like, we basically win. Like, that's kind of it, right? There's not really much more to it. Especially after us chipping. Like, we're completely fine if we are thinking about this realistically. Yeah, he's at 30 mil still. It's still a lot. Like, the big guy's at 51. This guy's at 30, right? It's still a lot. It's a lot. For sure. So here we go. We're just wrapping this up. Hopefully Degumi gets it. I don't remember. We'll see. No. Okay, that's fine. I think Degumi's gonna get his ult in a turn or 2. 2 turns is fine. It just can't be in 3 turns. Because in 3 turns, boy is... Or maybe it... No, yeah. He needs to get it in 2 turns. So, like, at turn 30, they get a big damage increase, and then we're kind of fucked. So, the attack immunity was kind of needed, because we want to make sure we're not dying. Once he's able to one-tap anyone, right? It's really crazy how big of a stat increase he gets. Like, even with, like, 90% damage reduction, you'd still probably take damage. It's fucking insane. So, now we get Degumi ult just in time. Thank God. Thank God. So, yeah. If we got that next turn, it could have been bad. Because this turn now, look at that. We're going to see it soon. 3,000%. Like, you are getting one-tapped, which we're going to see here. We go for the combo, just to do extra damage, right? Because Inumaki could die literally at any moment, right? So good extra 4JK. If we stunned, we would have been chilling, but we're still chilling, right? So good million from the combo altogether. So not bad. There we go. Bam. 1.1, 1.2. Okay, there you go. And we win. So yeah, there you go. Like, because of the attack immunity, we're fine. Right, we just need Degumi and Tinjo, and we're chilling. So, you know, I probably should have used the skill 3 there, but who really cares? And, like, at this point, right, we're chilling. So I think I just wanted to do chip damage, maybe. He still probably has, like, a good 3-4 million on him, which is crazy. But I think we kill this turn. 600k, look at that. Like, even my cursor was like, holy fuck, you know? I think I go for the ult. The main reason is because I don't have attack immunity, so I could have fucked my turn. Yeah, I almost lost. I almost lost because there's no attack immunity. That could have been bad. Like, Degumi could have finished it for sure, but that could have been really, really bad. And then Gojo clears. Guys, when I tell you this was difficult, I mean it, right? I do mean it. This floor was the most difficult for sure. It was pretty bad. And then we get the stuff, and you could see, like, Mechamaru did very good because he soaked up most of the hits while doing 17 mil. Like, this guy's insane now, right? He's actually very good. Like, he's probably S plus range, like tier 0.5. Not tier 0, but tier 0.5 is where I would place him right now, because those taunts and everything, it's just too good. It really is just too good. Now we could see here, so ult deals AoE and apply damage taken increase debuff. 2 actions, power up after 30 turns. 51 million damage essentially, and then 29.6 million is both quite a lot, okay? And considering they have the debuff lower, It's pretty rough, right? It is pretty rough. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. We cleared 65, but I am locked at 66. 66 is the last floor I could do. Because 67, you need either green Megumi or green Saki, and I have neither. So it is very unfortunate, but it is what it is. So yeah, because this is pretty rough. I know you can do a Mecha Mario, but I'm pretty sure it's Mecha and green Megumi combined. So yeah, I'm not clearing this. So it is what it is. We'll wait for 1.5 Annie and probably be fine. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.